Hey, what's going on, everyone? Phelan here from the Damage Counter podcast, coming at you with what I guess is going to be our first video for the channel. And we had plans to, do some gameplay, PTCGO or IRL otherwise, but that's neither here nor there. I have just gotten back home from the last local event that I will be playing before this weekend, which is Indianapolis Regionals. If I'm editing episode 8 of the podcast right now, but by the time you watch this video, that episode will be up. So, if you haven't listened to that episode of the podcast, please, by all means, go check it out. But if you listen to that episode, you will know that I've spent a lot of time testing this weekend, or this past 2 weeks in general, in preparation for Indianapolis Regionals this weekend. And if you follow me on Twitter, I am incredibly nervous, but also incredibly excited. This is my first time going to a Pokemon regional. And, we're hearing reports that this is supposed to also be like the largest the largest Pokemon TCG tournament to date. We're talking like over 1,000 players, which apparently has never been done before. So one heck of a first regional to pick, I guess. So that's both helping things and not helping things at the same time. I'm getting a little off track here. Essentially, this is my vlog video, vlog, not a blog. This being my first regional, I think it was a good idea that this is something I wanted to put on video and record and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what this video is. Like I said, this is currently, this part of the video, this clip right here, this is currently Tuesday. So we do have 2 to 3 days before the event starts on Friday, May the 6th. Been doing a lot of testing. I know I said it on the podcast several times, but you boys going in with Sylveon VMAX. It's my favorite deck. Been playing it ever since it came out in Evolving Skies, and even if Ty didn't get that top 8 finish at EUIC, I was still going to play this deck anyways. So it was just kind of a foregone conclusion type thing. I'm not really metagaming the tournament, but some of my friends in my testing group are, so I've been helping them out with that. Thankfully, I think, despite the fact that I wasn't really going into this with any kind of metagaming, or at least I wasn't going to use that knowledge to influence the deck I picked. Thankfully, I do think Sylveon's a pretty good pick for the event. We know Rapid Strike Urshifu is going to be very popular. Whimsicott will probably be pretty popular. And, that's a matchup I'd rather avoid if possible. It's not the end of the world. And of course, Mew VMAX is still absolutely running this format, so that will probably be very popular as well. And, that one, it's not a good matchup for me, but nobody has a good matchup against Mew if you really think about it. So it's just kind of one of those things. But, going down with the testing group, we got Frosted Caribou. I'm sure a lot of y'all know who she is. If you don't, I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel in the description below. Go check her out. Definitely one of the most popular Poketubers in the TCG space, at least as far as I know. She's going to be rocking Arceus Inteleon with specifically with a Hoopa V tech. I think it's honestly, I think it's pretty nice. I know it's not like a break the format type of tech, but it's pretty saucy. It makes, that combined with Dunsparce and Manaphy can actually make the Urshifu matchup pretty manageable. Not like auto win type deal, because obviously, Dunsparce is Yoga Loop food for Urshifu, so that's kind of a thing, but it is what it is. And friend of the show, Jake, who has been featured on the Wapdown Entertainment channel. Again, I'll leave a link to that channel in the description as well. Good friend of the show, good friend of mine and of Booze. He's going to be rocking the same 60. He was almost going to play Art Gengar. Like, he was testing that all the way up until like a couple days after EUIC, and it was just like, I'm going to play Arc Intel with Hoopa. And honestly, I think it's a good call. I think Arc Gengar is good, but maybe not the pick for this event. And, you know, I've got a lot of other friends from the local going as well. Another friend of mine in a testing group is, well, actually, I don't know what he's going to run yet. I think he's still deciding. You know, he's talking about playing some Mew Arceus lists, and I've seen it in action. I have got bodied by it, so it could be pretty good, and I think maybe that is what he's running with, but I know he's thinking between Sylveon and Arceus Lycanroc as well, so I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, and like I said, I got some friends from the card shop that are going as well, and all that kind of good stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. We're going to be traveling up there Friday morning. We've done a lot of testing. I'm feeling pretty... I don't want to jinx anything. Like, knock on wood, I got a wooden desk here. I don't want to jinx anything, but we've done a lot of testing. I've tested against Mew. I've tested against Urshifu. I've tested against Arc Intel, Gengar. I've played against Rapid Strike Malamar, even though I don't really think that deck's going to be very popular. I can't think of very many matchups that I would be uncomfortable with, or I feel like I haven't tested enough. My worst matchup for sure is Arceus Duraludon, and I unfortunately know a lot of people were talking about it on Twitter leading up to this event, so I can only hope that they've been dissuaded from playing that deck, but if not, just gotta hope I dodge them. I mean, there's over 1,000 players and only 9 rounds of Swiss in day one, so I think the odds of that happening are pretty good. So besides that, I think the only thing I need to worry about is Mew, and it's just one of those things you're going to run into it. It's a popular deck, and I've tested against it a lot, and I have won against it a lot in my testing. So I think, despite the fact that I'd rather avoid it, I'm fairly comfortable with that matchup. But we'll just have to see how it goes. So I'm going to stop rambling. This vlog is going to be forever if I just keep talking at this point. So this is the start, you know, hit the last local today. We're going to be hitting up out there this weekend. Hopefully I get one or two more testing sessions in between now and then. If you do, you'll see some footage here in just a second. Hopefully, anyway. You know, we'll just go from there. You know, I'll just go to have the best possible day, best possible weekend that I have. And hey, you know, if I miss day 2 or if I bust her out, there's always Gym Leader Challenge and other side events and that kind of good stuff. So where we could just have some good old fun, you know. It's my first regional, and as much as I would like to make day 2 and kind of, I think that's something that's definitely possible. You know, at the same time, there's over 1,000 players, and who knows what could happen at this point, right? So I remember having similar feelings going into Card Trooper, thinking like, okay, I'm good, but you know, I don't really know what to expect. I don't know how to feel. I've not been to a tournament this big, and was just kind of going with the flow and wasn't expecting anything too crazy. And I ended up getting top 16 at that event. So crazier things have happened, I guess. But enough rambling. You know, we've got a very long and very exciting weekend ahead of me, and I'm just going to make the most of it. So check out the vlog ahead. Thanks for watching, and if you were at Indianapolis, first off, I hope you said hi. But you know, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, enjoy the video. All right, it is Thursday, day of, or well, the day for check-in. I shouldn't be doing this while driving, but I forgot to do this bit before I start driving, so oops. Thursday, we are heading out to Indianapolis today. I am on my way to go pick up my testing crew, and we're gonna make the long drive up there. It's actually not a terribly long, it's like 4 hours for us. Pretty easy. You know, at least it's not 14. I've had to do that before. It's not fun. We're going to Indianapolis. Let's go! No, I'm already recording.
We're vlogging.
Hey, no, I'm vlogging. No, I'm vlogging.
We're both vlogging.
We're not both vlogging. I'm vlogging.
We're both vlogging.
That's not how this works. So anyway, we turned off the vlog so they didn't see me try to push a pool door. We are in Indianapolis. Woohoo! I can't turn the camera around while I'm recording. There we go. When you do that number right here. So this is the regional promo that we get for this. It's actually really sick. I like the hollow pattern on the trainer at the top. It's very nice. It is close to midnight. We just got in one last testing session, as you saw, and tomorrow's gonna happen, man. So, you know, we got Jake and Frosted Caribou rocking the Arceus Inteleon with a dark package with the Hoopa V. I think it's pretty sick. Of course, you know, you homeboys running Sylveon. It's my favorite deck. I wasn't gonna play anything else. You listen to the podcast, you know that. And another friend in our group, his name's John. He's playing it safe, just going with Mew. It's got a few nice little bonus cards in there. Ice Cube, the Echoing Horn, Marnie, all that kind of good stuff. So it's a little teched out. It's a little weird, but you know, it's Mew. You know, it's gonna do Mew things. So we got our last bit of testing in. Testing went well for me. I'm feeling pretty okay. But I know I'm going to sit down in that chair for players meeting tomorrow, and you know, I'm going to be shaking. I'm going to look like there's an earthquake. So I don't know. I'm nervous, but tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. So let's do it. They were hiding the other tables. There's so many tables. Look at all these tables. As far as the eye can see. 74. Round one pairings are live. Table 74 starting out for the day. That number's only going to go down from here, I bet. Let's do it. Yes, Mr. Chomperton. Okay, so we just finished round one out here, and I got absolutely bodied. Ran into a Suicune player and just couldn't get set up fast enough. And if you don't get set up against Suicune, they can kind of just run away with things, especially when they play Manaphy, and I can't rapid flow anything. Jake, my friend, how did you do?
Well, I hit the mirror turn round one.
Oh, the mirror round one?
And then started Hoopa game one.
Oh, no.
That was fun. I just sat around and waited for everything to die. It was great. Game two was very similar. I had to keep calling. So my bench was one Arceus, 4 Sobble, and then my Arceus got one shot.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but there's like eight more rounds.
Yeah.
8 more rounds.
What's funny is the next turn I top decked Big Charm.
Bruh, that sucks. But we have 8 more rounds, and as long as we don't lose 2 more times, we'll make day 2. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we finished up with round 2. Went up against a Mew VMAX player and managed to take the win on that one. So we are now sitting 1-1, and it was pretty dominant game. Like, there's not really much my opponent was able to do. It's time in the round for round 2. I'll have to catch up with the testing group, see how they're doing. But 1-1 and took out one of our worst matchups, so I'll take that as a notch on the belt for today. See how we do in the other rounds. All right, so me and John just hit up Full Grip Games, buying a lot of cards, getting some good stuff. How much money did you spend on energies alone?
Alone?
It was like $90, right? $95 on energy. What else you get?
Look at it.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Gotta love that. It's like the best energy they ever printed.
Expanded stuff here, GLC. You know, gotta bling.
Gotta bling it out, exactly.
While we're here.
Exactly. A little bit on my end as well for GLC and for Expanded. Got a Full Art N and the other Full Art N. It's like one of my favorite cards ever. So I was like, you know what, $90 for both of them.
Might as well.
I'll bite that bullet. I'll do it. So.
I'd die by my life.
Yeah, right.
But now we like. Okay.
Yeah, right. Well, now we just wait for round 3 to start.
Okay.
We're vlogging it.
We
got Frosted Caribou here. We just finished round 3. How you doing?
I am 3-0.
3-0? Oh my god!
I just beat you, dude.
Bruh, that's wild. So what are you playing?
Oh my gosh, I'm playing Arc Inteleon with the dark package.
A little bit of dark package going on there.
A little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice, yeah. We've been testing that a lot. I'm not so fruitful. I'm going 1-2 right now.
Okay.
So I essentially kind of have to win it out at this point to make day 2.
What'd you go against?
I went against Mew this round. And
Me too.
this guy, I mean, his sequencing was on point 100% of the time. Like, he got every single play. And I had bad start 2 games in a row. Against Mew, you just can't do that.
Nope.
I had game 2, I started Crobat attach pass.
Oh my gosh.
He missed the donk, but unfortunately I wasn't able to bring it back. So
it's pretty wild. So our game 1 that we did, I had super bad hands. I lost like almost immediately. I just scooped. And then game 3, I started Arceus. All I had, no other Pokemon. All I had was Double Turbo and Big Charm, and I just passed it, and he was 10 short of knocking me out. And then I picked it up. It was crazy. It was
wow, able to pick it up after that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was insane.
All right, well, we're breaking for lunch now.
Yes.
So
let's get food.
We get food, and then we go into round 4, and we'll see what happens. That was stressful. So we just finished up round 4. Currently sitting at 2-2, so I got the win. I had to go against Blissey that had teched in Manaphy and Dunsparce, so they were ready for Urshifu. And that was incredibly stressful. I don't ever want to do that again, but I got really lucky because game 3, they prized both of their Dunsparce. And I'm going to be honest, it's probably the only reason I won that series. So that feels kind of bad for my opponent, but hey, we take those. So now we just, they just called time, so we'll eventually get to round 5 and keep up the hot streak. So unfortunately, took the loss in round 5. I went up against the Mew, went all the way to game 3, and it was pretty close the whole way through. Really thought I was going to grab it, but in the end, I didn't have it, and they did. So that's just kind of how it is. So that puts me at 2-3, and that unfortunately puts me out of the running for day 2. So that's kind of where things stop for here. I'm going to keep playing it out. Not going to drop. I don't think there's any point for that. And guess we just have to focus on having fun for the rest of the day. Okay, so it is morning of day 2. Actually, day 2 has already started. Obviously, I missed the cutoff, so I wanted to sleep in a little bit. Tired after yesterday. So I had a good day 1. My ending record ended up being 3-4-2, which is really much worse than I wanted to do, unfortunately. I feel like I, as a player, can do better than that, but I had a lot of misplays yesterday and a few bad opening hands. So it was kind of a mix of the two is why I just ended up not doing super well. So it is what it is. You know, it just wasn't in the cards, and when it was in the cards, I screwed it over for myself. So all I can really do is just take this, reflect on it, and do better next time. Day 2 for an event like this, for my first regional, may have been too lofty of a goal. I'm starting to realize. But regardless, it is what it is. I played as best as I possibly could. Could have done better in a lot of scenarios, but hey, that just means there's room for improvement, which means we'll do better next time. So since I didn't make day 2, actually, really nobody in our testing group did, except for Jake. Jake managed to make day 2. He got, he had 18 points at the end of round 8, and then was able to ID round 9 to make day 2. And I think this is his first time making day 2, so that's amazing. So big shout outs to him. He's down at the venue right now. He's probably playing right now. So we're going to go catch up with him. And we also have the Gym Leader Challenge side event today, which both me and John are going to be partaking in. So you're going to see some of that action. I'll be updating with my record here. I'm going in with my fairy type deck because I don't want to play anything else. Fairy types are cool. It's my favorite type, so that's what I'm going to play. So yeah, we're going to do that and try to grind out some more side events. So we are waiting for Gym Leader Challenge to start. I think they're running behind. There's a lot of people signed up, a ton of people signed up. I know I said it earlier in the video, but we're going fairy types, baby. It'll be fun for my opponents, not for me. John, what are you running?
Oh man, we're running the Cancer.
The broken psychic deck.
The Cancer.
He's gonna break the format. It'll be great. So eventually, once this starts, we'll get some updates. Okay, hey, I am really bad at this whole vlogging thing. We just didn't get any footage for the rest of the day. Gym Leader Challenge just was boom, 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 go, go, go. And, you know, by the end of the weekend, I'd burned so much calories thinking about spending so much time thinking in games that it was just kind of goobly goop before we left. And I just didn't think to get any more footage after that. It was just go, 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 go. So I apologize for this, I guess, for a lack of footage there. I'll try to pad it out as best I can. But back home now, it is Monday after the event. I just kind of got home and boom, collapsed after the drive. Had a freaking fantastic time. It was amazing. You know, like I said, it was my first regional and I had an absolute blast. Wish I would have done better in standard, but you know, it is what it is. We take those. And actually, managed to get 25th out of 92 in Gym Leader Challenge. Was not expecting that. Fairy type is good. Don't let the haters say otherwise. At least up until I lose again. And then I'll be like, you know, this deck does suck. Anyway. So, but yeah, overall fun weekend. John did really well. He got like 300 something. Friend of the show, Richard Sepulveda, he was there as well. He was like 1 win off from making day 2. He had to win round 9 and unfortunately just couldn't get there. So unfortunate to say, but he did really well. Same with Frosted Caribou. She was 1 win off from making day 2, and I mean, she just absolutely crushed it besides that. And then as you saw, Jake, I think, I don't even remember, we might have gotten footage of this, but Jake did make day 2 and he landed at 56 or 52nd place out of like 1,000 plus players, which is insane. So Jake, if you're watching, dude, freaking great job, man. You did incredible. And I'm really proud of you. I'm hoping that you can carry that forward to NAIC when we go there, which, hey, by the way, I'm going to NAIC, so if anybody wants to see me there. So yeah, and also if you want to see Jake's list, as well as my own, both my Gym Leader Challenge and my standard list, you can check out my Twitter. I'll leave a link for it in the description, but it's at EmmerDCP, DCP as in Damage Counter Podcast. But yeah, that was Indianapolis Regionals. I wish I would have recorded more. I just kind of got carried away, just, you know, exploring the venue and just being awestruck by just being at a Pokemon event. It was a lot of fun, and I can see why a lot of people do this, and I'm going to keep doing this. That was insanely fun, and I just had a blast. So we're going to end this off. I'm going to show you some of the things I bought. You know, I bought a couple things, obviously. I want to spend some money, get some of that shiny cardboard, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so expect another video. I do want to do another video breaking down my deck, the decisions I made the decisions I made leading up to this, to why that's the deck I wanted to play, and then give you guys a match breakdown of all 9 of my rounds as well. No footage there. I didn't record any of my games. I don't really like to do that, although maybe I should. But I didn't record any of my games, so that's probably just going to be me talking to a camera. But we'll get there when we get there. So let's take a look at the goods. Okay, so here we are with some of the loot we got from the tournament. All of this really was bought from vendors and stuff. I only got 4 booster packs for placing 25th at the Gym Leader Challenge side event. And we didn't really get anything in those packs. I got a Whimsicott V, and that was about it. Sorry, I just remembered there's another thing. I'm having to grab it off camera here. There we go. So yeah, all of this was bought, and there is more, but I've already put some of it away. And don't really feel like getting it back out right now. And it's just really stuff to pad out my, not to pad out, but to help complete my base set X and Y collection, which, by the way, if anybody's interested in that, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to do a video about that as well. But let's go ahead and start breaking some of these down. So you see here, we've got the holographic Moltres, Rainbow Rhyhorn, and the Full Art Mew. These are the cards I bought for some standard decks. These are going in a Mimi Amazing Rare Reshiram deck, just because I think it's fun. It's good to have a deck that's just fun to play every now and again. We don't have to be meta all the time. And of course, the Full Art Mew V. This is, without a doubt, the best version of this card, and I will not hear otherwise. It is so gorgeous. It is so cute. And even though I really am probably not going to be playing a whole lot of Mew moving forward now that we've covered it on the show, It's just nice to have. I mean, I have the deck anyway, so I might as well make it look a little pretty. And I was actually traded some of these away to help other players build the deck that were actually going to play it, so had to replace that somehow. So over here, this is probably my favorite right here, are the two ends. Actually got, I think, yeah, every single one of these cards came from Full Grip Games, by the way. So if you're at an event and they happen to be there, check their booth out. They've got so much crazy good stuff. And some fairly good prices too. So I got two full art ends, both the one from X and Y and the one from Black and White. I'm pretty sure I said this on the podcast where we covered N as card of the day, but I never once in a million years thought I would ever own a copy of this card. And now I do, and I'm very happy. So that's pretty sick. This one I knew I was going to get eventually. It's been hovering around like $30 for a while. It was just a matter of, you know, when I was not buying other things and was able to pull the trigger on that. And then right here we've got a holographic Super Rod, I think from Dragon Vault, I think it was the name of that set. Could be misremembering. And then a Rainbow Sonia, just bling out the Gym Leader Challenge deck a little bit, you know, kind of give it some spice. I've already got a lot of full art trainers in there, so didn't have a full art Sonia, and well, the Full Grip didn't have one either, but the Rainbow is still nice and it wasn't too expensive, so I was like, that's fine. We can rock with the Rainbow Sonia, I'm okay with that. So really happy with these. And now here's something a little spicy for you. Oh yeah, baby, we're going back to 2016. Got some Autono EX, Shaman EX, Zerosec full art. You know, I've been interested in exploring some retro formats, and since I kind of missed, I missed the tail end of the X and Y era just because I got out around Ancient Origins just because I couldn't afford this guy. These were like $60 a pop back in the day, and you know, being in high school without a job, I just couldn't afford them. So now that the price has fallen on these significantly, you know, I kind of want to go back and see what I missed out on. So going to build a 2016 format deck. More realistically, it's actually an X and Y block type thing that I'm doing, but you know, the deck I'm building, and of course, if you see the Autono, you already know what deck I'm building. It's essentially 2016, and I've got John. He was featured in the video. He's hopping in with me on this as well. And of course, you know, Josh is gonna be joining us with this as well. So not promising anything now, because this is like ways away, but you know, if we can if we can get there and make something out of this, we're definitely going to be trying to look into some retro format content for the podcast, if we can get there. And the last thing I want to show off is the sleeves that I bought. I bought Damage Counter podcast themed sleeves. I'm just kidding. It's not based off the podcast, but like, those are Damage Counters, and come on. I'm the host of a podcast called Damage Counter Podcast. I felt like this was appropriate. I may not use these because official Pokemon sleeves really aren't the best. I think even these from Japan are the same quality as the ones that come in the ETBs. So may not use those, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll take them out and I'll put something in them, and if they shuffle good, maybe I will use them, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I just wanted to show off some of the stuff that I got from the event, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit. And there you have it. That's about everything I got from Indianapolis. When I go to NAIC, I'll try to do better with recording more footage, more B-roll, more entertaining stuff, and try to get some other content creators in there too, besides Frosted Caribou. There were a lot of them at Indianapolis. You know, there's Luke Celio's Network, Azul GG, Tricky Jim. I mean, just all kinds of faces from the community were there, and never really had a chance to stop them and say hi. There was just a lot going on, and again, this is my first regional, so I'm just like, what? You know, it was an awesome experience. So I'll try to do better on the vlogging part when we go to NAIC, and by extension, try to do better in the actual tournament as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been a lot of fun to make, and for anybody that's been thinking about attending a Play Pokemon event, whether as a competitor or as a spectator, I would highly recommend it. It has been an insanely fun experience, and if you love Pokemon in any capacity, I mean, what's better than being in a room full of people that just love this amazing series as much as the rest of us? You know, it was an awesome experience. Even got to talk to some Pokemon VGC and Pokemon Go players, and I mean, the magic of Pokemon is that even though I play TCG, I can still talk with them about Pokemon, and we can still just have a great time, and it's something we can bond over, and that's what makes Pokemon special. So, you know, if you're on the fence about it, don't be. Come on, join the community. We'd love to have you. And hey, I'm looking forward to NAIC. So I hope we'll get to see somebody there. And, you know, we'll just keep playing Pokemon and having a great time. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.